sword, Connor?
Did you get a new sword?
Yeah, you should have a sword. Back.
Did you get a new sword, though? Yeah, bring that shit over. Casually just got another sword.
Just the biggest sword. Oh, fuck yeah.
Zelda?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Dude.
shit!
Did you
God
start
damn.
it?
Yeah!
Good girth.
Yeah!
How much? Like 250, 300?
You need to bring some pottery.
Good girth.
Holy shit.
Oh, shit.
You gotta bring some pottery into your room and test it out.
I'm gonna be there Sunday.
Break the
Yeah, I'm
pottery.
going there
That's
Sunday.
funny. So, anyways, so welcome to episode 41.
Thanks.
As you guys schedule your Ren Fair meetup and get turkey legs or whatever the fuck.
Shepherd's
100%
pies.
Oh, that's right.
Why?
What?
What?
Anyways, well, no.
Roll initiative.
Yeah. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. So D&D is happening. You guys played a one shot last week. I was out of town, and that went well. Looks like I watched it, so pretty cool. And
He's a fan.
I was a little late, but yes, I was there. And what? Oh yeah, good one. And
These jokes
D&D.
suck.
Last time, you guys encountered a very strange fairy dragon ambush of your cart, destroying a wheel, and then chasing the fairy dragons who had stolen a horse into a nearby cave where you met Daisy, the fairy dragon lord, and had a very strange encounter from like a fever dream cave fairy dragon encounter that happened. And then you guys went about your merry way on your glamping trip with some new bags of dust, and made it to the rainforest. As you guys went to the rainforest, you found a dead Wildeco with a sword in his chest pinned to a tree. As you examined, you found some clues about the whereabouts of not only the sanctuary which you guys are looking for, but some clues to what happened to the Wildeco tribe that Sving was once a part of. You guys went further into the jungle, encountering a couple Bodaks whose gaze knocked Coven on the ground about 2 or 3 times, and then you guys all succumb to a bit of madness of the jungle. So that is where we will pick up as the Bodaks fall to their death. Madness inflicted with all of you, except maybe Dora, but that is where we'll pick up this week on Roll Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So as I think that's where we're picking up. You guys, I think, explore their bodies. They didn't
I'm
have
full
much
health.
on
Did we long rest?
No, remember, I think you said you just did that or something.
So you healed me huge. That's what it was.
Oh yes. So the Bodak's deaths in front of you. Your glamper on its way. Still some bit of jungle to traverse, but if you guys would like to make any preparations before going deeper, Sving is able to spot at least this current path to go deeper in. You guys haven't lost your senses of your whereabouts in the jungle yet. So,
Remember, guys, we've got to... The monsters around here, the creatures are very weird, so just keep your head on a swivel.
Be wary that one is still out there somewhere.
Yeah. We got this buddy, but he got away.
How far deeper is it, Sving? Do you know?
Yeah, it's about just a couple of whatever the DM says. Can I make a check?
yeah. From here, you would know it's probably about a 4-hour journey.
Oh yeah, it's not far. Maybe
Have we been up all day? Are we gonna I don't know if we should. Are we
Wait, aren't you
expecting
deaf?
trouble? I'm only 75% deaf.
He's just standing really close to Sving.
I'm really focusing on his whiskers when he talks. Do we think it's safe to rest here?
I mean, well, about what time of the night is it?
I believe it's like dusk. So
Dusk, but probably pitch black into the forest. Is it like heavy
the
canopy?
understory here? Yeah. From here, the sun is almost completely blocked out. You get an orange like hue, is your only like glimpse of it being dusk from here. But
It can be pretty dicey. I mean, we can stop.
Do we think we need to push through the night if more of those creatures are going to come by?
I think any place will be as safe as we make it. Best to rest here. If they want us, they'll follow us. They have nothing better to do with their time.
Unless you know of a place that's, further into the rainforest that's a little safer, then... I mean, I've never traversed these lands, so...
Yeah, can I make a check to see if this
Speak up, Lionel,
terrain
please.
looks familiar at all? Like if I've been through here
Yeah,
before?
make a survival check.
Survival!
Survival.
That's an 18.
Meow, meow, meow.
18. Yeah, you have been in these parts. You know that you haven't gone much deeper than here. When your tribe is kind of used to come around these parts, they were almost ushered away from going deeper, closer to the sanctuary, for different reasons than what your leader had given you. There was like
Okay.
basically like boogeyman stories of stuff that would happen deeper in the jungle, but sorry, what was the name? I just had a brain fart.
Target Sleesh.
Yes, Target Sleesh would in confidence kind of tell you that those stories were just stories, and the creatures here are natural to the rainforest. They're not like crazy, like they're inhabitants here as well as, just as much as the lizards and stuff are. And that if you go deeper towards the sanctuary, it is called sanctuary for a reason. It is very peaceful and could provide a place of refuge.
I mean,
So is
if
it
you guys don't feel comfortable, I'm not going to, say that we have to keep going. But I know it's getting dark. It's getting late. I think if we push forward, maybe we'll be okay. I know I just said that we wouldn't, but, brain's fuzzy. Memories are silly.
Whatever you suggest is best, Swing. You're the ones
It's your
that...
territory.
We could do rotating shifts. Keep driving through the night.
It's only
Yeah, I
4 more
think
hours.
Surge should probably go first.
You're going to have to get over this fear eventually.
I can take a watch. My eyesight is nearly as good as it always is.
Okay, well, let's keep moving then until we find a place to stop, or if we find some
No
sort of
objections? And I go sit on the front.
I'm like blindly trying to get to the cart.
Left? Left?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, right. Sorry. Right?
Sir.
I was my left. There you go.
Yeah.
Up. Can you... I'm going to wave my hand. Can you see this?
I think I'm fully blind. I don't know.
I think
I
you're
wasn't
25%.
specified.
25%. Or 75% blind.
Oh. I don't know.
25% deaf.
Oh, I'm the opposite of you.
Yeah, we had the same thing, but opposites. I'm happy to drive the 4 hours if we think it's pretty safe.
Let's go then. I can rest for the 4 hours and be pretty much. I don't know
I'm
how
going
the
to
madness
cast
works, but I'll be better.
maybe about an hour and a half in. I'm going to cast See Invisibility.
Okay. 1 second. Okay. So, a couple things before we make any checks. This is about the area of the forest where it's getting incredibly dense, and you guys can take the glamper further in, but you'll be making your survival checks for navigation with disadvantage.
We're taking it.
Perfect.
We have to.
We
Go Gators.
So
we've
whoever's
got this
doing
far.
that, why don't you make that roll? This leg of the journey, it is a DC 18.
I can do that, I guess.
Guidance?
Oh wait, I'm not controlling the
navigation.
animals.
It's probably
on,
either me or
yeah, because
Lionel.
I'm on
What's navigation? That's not a thing, is it?
It'll be survival.
Oh, okay.
survival.
I'm okay.
I'm on
okay.
Eagle Eye, so
I will be
You want me to
resting in
roll
the
it?
All
cart.
right, I'll roll. You say
So
it's
Sven
disadvantage?
could make it a straight roll if you're not in the cart and kind of.
but
If
I
you
still
want-
have
for-
I still have disadvantage on whiz checks.
Okay.
So regardless, we're all rolling at disadvantage.
Well, can
So
you
you can either
assist?
stay with the cart and roll as a group, or roll solo and kind of go ahead.
Oh, we're doing a group, so me and Lionel both are rolling. So it's disadvantage. And I'll guidance.
well-
I think we can all roll if we're staying as a group, and I think that's the better move.
I was still asking if Sven is going ahead, or are you guys staying as a unit?
I think we would say as a unit.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
we're separating.
So, I guess I'll take. I don't know what rolls are going on here. So I guess Quoben's making the disadvantage here. With
Yeah, I got 14 total.
14. All right.
The forest is
I-
getting thicker.
Shit. As this leg of the journey, you guys. Someone roll a d20 for me.
Oh, roll it. 6.
Oh,
Oh.
God. Ew.
Oh, not at 6.
Whatever that means.
These are
Means worse than 7.
Or better than 7.
No.
Good.
Okay.
Are we playing golf?
Playing D&D. Did you see?
Oh,
You
then it's
idiot.
probably worse.
Jesus Christ.
Why do you have your clubs?
If you guys want
He
to
flicks the
roll,
dice off a tee.
a group stealth check, all with disadvantage. Whoever's in the cart with disadvantage.
Okay.
Is in the cart
Before we roll, can I use
Yeah,
prestidigitation?
like with the cart. Yeah, you can prestidigitate, whatever.
Or not prestidigitate. Fucking pass without a trace.
Unfortunately, you'd have to call that before the survival.
Okie dokie.
stealth at disadvantage for being inside.
You roll, sorry.
You want me to roll for
If you're
Eagle
inside
Eye?
the cart, disadvantage. You can roll straight thing with Eagle Eye. How about that?
Roll straight with Eagle Eye, but disadvantage for me? Or he's helping
No,
me?
just
okay.
like he's
I
helping
gotcha.
you. Just roll straight. And then
I did pretty good with disadvantage.
Natural
I
fucking
did okay.
20.
Nice.
Knocking shit over.
Knocking shit. Knocking shit over.
Knock it over.
We've been here.
Knocking my shit over.
He's used to the forest. I'm used to the forest. Like,
Yeah.
sneaky.
Corbin thinks he's not making a
Wait,
noise.
it's the force.
I
I
fucking
not?
click around with my plate.
Guys are being so quiet right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got so many cranes.
Just crane.
Oh, that's right. I
Fucking
forgot.
trail of breadcrumbs
Brain.
whoever wants to follow.
All right, so let me pull up the calculator here. We got Sphing with 26, very nice. Surge.
Yeah, it
for
was a natural
10.
20. So
Okay,
jot that
hell yeah.
down.
Yes. And Cohen 15, very good.
Through God, anything's
wait.
possible. So
You
write that down.
rolled twice this
Thank
time.
you, Mac.
Hold on, I gotta restart. 26 plus 10 plus 11 plus 12 plus 9er.
Did I hear a niner?
13.6. I would like to say that the passive perception for this creature is 13, so I will round up as you guys see in front of you, scouting ahead just a little bit, just knowing the jungle, even with your kind of almost feels like your brain is poisoned with the madness here. You see a large snake, almost speaking to these creatures and kind of conducting them through the jungle.
Like a reverse snake charmer?
Yeah. The snake is got whatever the king cobra thing is called, the hood, and got like red stripes going down its back. Very large snake, similar to the sized ones that you encountered a long time ago, except those were constrictors. This is not. But it is speaking in a very parcel tongue sort of way to these smaller creatures, which you would know are dinosaurs. If you would like to make a nature check to see what type they are before I describe them.
16.
16. Very
Natural 19 for a total of 19.
beautiful. They are ankylosaurs. Those are spiky-
Yes. That helped.
Spiky guys?
Like spike buds?
Yeah. With the spiky tail clubs and
The
they
hammer
kind of
tails?
wobble.
Yeah.
There are 3 of those that this creature, and with your 19 Sphing, you would know that this is a Naga. A deadly creature, almost tyrannical in a way it conducts things, and it either has these creatures under some sort of charm or like maybe a poison venom, that these creatures are not walking with the Naga, at their own will. But you guys did pass the group stealth check here to avoid them, as passive perception is fairly low. So that is what you see ahead of you, as the snake is kind of leading it and then occasionally looking back. And Lionel,
I point at it.
I know you speak Abyssal, but if anyone else who speaks Abyssal?
Oh,
I don't speak Abyssal.
Oh. Is it Infernal then?
I speak Draconic and
7
Sylvan, Celestial, Common,
I
Draconic,
thought you had one of
Dwarfish.
the kind of fucking
No,
ones.
not yet,
All right.
at least.
Yeah. All right, well, then you don't.
Still learning.
But that is what you guys see ahead of you. Just
Got Duolingo on Infernal right now.
I point. It's like cat. I point at it, Lionel. And I don't think I'm going to say anything. I think Quoben knows he's probably being loud. I point and I realize, I guess you're 75% blind. So
Like,
All these damn trees.
oh, we're good to pass, right?
yeah. What would you guys like to do? It looks like they're crossing in a way that they're not going to intercept you.
I'm gonna
So
try. I'm gonna try my very hardest not to be fucking loud. I don't know if that's a check, but
That would be stealth, but you guys have already
okay.
passed the stealth check here as a
Got
group.
it. Got it. Okay. Do we need to do something about that? It is a evil creature in the night. We can't just allow the next person to stumble upon it, can we?
I don't know that it's that evil.
Well, yeah, well,
It
I mean, it would
seems-
appear
look at
that
it,
these
a giant
creatures
snake.
aren't moving naturally. It'd make me think that perhaps they're being influenced.
Do we,
Imagine what this thing could do if it found a tribe of your people. What it might do.
Do we leave things like this just to continue their tyranny?
You want me to like go talk to it and
No.
ask it to
Nope.
stop?
Nope. That's not where we're going with all. I don't think. No. Perhaps we kill it.
I think perhaps we return it to the earth.
Would I have any prior knowledge to beasts like this, either the dinosaur or the snake, or specifically the snake controlling other beasts as like a part of its natural habitat, like the natural ebb and flow of the fauna in
Is
this
it
area?
Fey Fiend or Undead?
Ooh, good question.
Oh my god! You said beasts like these, and immediately
not.
Phil Collins started playing in my head.
Yeah, Sving, you can roll a history check. I'll give you advantage because your backstory and where you're at.
That's gonna be another natural 20, Bob.
Woohoo!
God damn.
We're gonna die this
Coming
session.
hot.
100%. Like if we're getting 2 natural 20s on like the early rolls, we're dead later. 100%. Or he's
You
gonna
know-
crit.
You have encountered snake people before, like the Yuan-Ti. You've encountered that have their own kind of societies, and in fact, the Yuan-Ti, the Naga are almost mortal enemies with the Yuan-Ti. And the Nagas themselves, this one in particular, with your 20 here, you've heard stories. They're called Spirit Naga, and they live almost specifically on spite for their enemies. They don't have to eat or sleep, or the only currency they look for is spite and evil towards people that have wronged them and get in their way. So pissing one off would likely be a long-term effect.
Does it seem
Killing one with your nat
Yeah.
20 isn't a long-term effect either, as they are known to come back after 1d6 days.
Yeah.
So that was
guys,
your nat 20. I'll give you that information. That it'd be annoying.
So, guys, it doesn't see us.
And
It's-
hold on, before you asked specifically about if like their history of them controlling things.
Yeah.
They do. They are charmers. For people that they would be under spells like hold person and hold monster and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, they're controlling and not looking to kill things, but to make just all of their enemies, they want to have the worst time as possible. If that is slavery, that's an option. If it's like whatever is going to be the worst.
Oh, I know you guys think this might be like a threat to us later, but these Nagas, they hold grudges. They're not ones to forget, and they live off of spite mainly. If we kill this thing, it could come back and try to hunt us down. They're known for the regenerative properties. I was reading about it in this biology book. They're kind of like worms.
You don't have to
It said
pretend that you've read more than we know how much reading you've done. It's fine.
It's here in chapter 4. Worms. It says it right
This-
here.
Can you
Pointing to a
count them
picture of a naga.
It's the cover. He hasn't started it.
I'm just saying, I think we should keep moving.
Well, if it's a creature that could come back, perhaps we may need to prepare more, but if it is as vengeful as you say, I feel we should come back after at least and put it away. We shouldn't leave creatures like this in the world.
It's not doing anything wrong. It's
It's enslaving 3 other creatures as we speak.
They do that. They
That's what I'm saying.
I think
I'm not saying we have to fight it now, but we
I
shouldn't.
think I have a solution. We do engage it now. We take care of an immediate problem. However, we bring this Naga along with us. We have the capacity to store it. That way we can watch it. We are able to
If I can
restrain it if
I am
necessary.
able to sleep and get a small amount of silver dust, I may be able to prevent it from returning.
But well, if that is one possibility, in which case engaging it now and bringing it with it would be best laid plans. But if you are not able to, then perhaps we can find a more permanent solution that nature has given us, such as the bottom of a lake.
It seems a lot like it's not going to be too perturbed by water.
guys, I'm telling you, we just
Are we
leave
fit?
it alone.
Is everyone fit?
I mean, yeah, I don't want to kill it or fight it, but it's just
mean,
a creature of the jungle. It's just
Creature
it's
of
like-
evil.
not
If
really.
you saw a human being stabbing another tabaxi, would you say, this is not my immediate problem? The human might get angry if we intervene and keep on? Of course not.
No, but that
We
would
have an
help.
obligation to the safety of the denizens of this place.
Yeah,
if we
but
are-
if you kill a tabaxi, the rest of the crew is going to come after you.
Are they loners? Does he know that? If they're herd pat creatures, do they have society, these Naga?
I'll say
Kind of.
add on to your 20 here. They do, but this specific one would be like the leader of whatever little tribe or society it has created.
Yeah, so we kill this guy, like we could have a whole bunch of little guys coming after us.
Or perhaps we make a power vacuum and they all fight each other.
I don't know if they are that smart.
But this one seems
What-
capable of
What
magic.
do they need all of these creatures for? That is a question that I'm pondering.
I'm picturing
they
us just
usually-
hiding in the
they-
bushes.
They usually
Yeah.
amass.
Looking through the window, like, yeah,
They usually only go after people who have wronged them or people who have tried to kill them. And
What if wronging it is?
Fail.
What if it got the drop on us, and then what? We wronged it because we didn't want to join its little fell army? I think we should put this threat down.
no, I will not participate in the needless slaughter of natural fauna in this type of ecosystem. I've been reading a lot in this biology book. I promise.
In that event, then we should all just drop what we're doing and return home. If we have no quarrels with the natural flow of things, then humanity itself we should allow to wreak havoc on the world. It is man's nature. That is the natural ebb and flow of things, as you say. So we sit by, we do nothing. That is true evil.
This is the most philosophical conversation I've ever had in a bush.
Yeah, my head is hurting.
Well, I'm with Sving. I don't think it's an immediate concern right now. Half of us can barely hear or see, and minds
Or
are
leave the
foggy. We need to rest. We need to get further in, and we need to rest.
We're not that far from the sanctuary. Probably another 3 or so hours, based on weather, terrain, whether or not we want to kill a beast just for the sake of, oh look. I mean, I'm as much up for a hunt as the next guy, but he's not hurting anybody. He's just over
He's
there.
literally hurting 3 other things right now.
I look over. Is he hurting them?
not physically, but they're just leading as they're just.
So he's like herding with a D, them.
Yes, not
Okay.
hurting.
Well, I'm fine if we don't feel we can do it at the moment, but I disagree that we let this go fully. I'm gonna memorize taking any kind of markings I'm trying to really remember what it looks like for the specific purposes of trying to scry later or something. Like, you know, like you need to have a creature or some person you've seen or known. I'm going to try and take in enough if I want to
Perception
potentially.
check.
Oh, yeah. Natural 20.
Stop. We are dead this episode.
I told you we're dead. I told you guys we're dead this episode.
Yeah, I feel like with the natural 20, you're able to spot the markings on the Naga's hood and the red markings down its back, almost kind of resembling a black widow in a way, but just in its similarity, not in the actual marketing. But yeah, that it's unique enough to where you can jot it down in your memory and the nat 20 scry on it at a later point.
All right, I'm good
with the known level of
yeah,
or whatever the scry is. Not like having a token of it, but like the
right. Like you need to know the creature that you're targeting. Yeah. That's what my goal was.
Yep.
All right. Well, if this is all I believe I can try to locate this creature later on if needed. And I do think it is needed, but I agree that we just had a fight, and let us continue then.
Beautiful. So with that nat 20 on the stealth check, you guys were able to bypass that encounter. So good job, Sphing. Nat 20 in the history to know even more about this wild Naga. Made me look up some extra information, and then with nat 20 on the perception. Beautiful. Really strong start.
We're dead. 100%.
As
100% we're dead.
Dysentery.
As you guys go further in the jungle, just I'm gonna be breaking this section up into like legs of the journey. So if you do want to do things with like Path Without a Trace, do it before the survival checks to navigate, or mage armors, or whatever to prepare. But other than that, you guys have a little bit of downtime here before we do that check. The next is going to be a DC. Pull my notes. 14. It's an easier leg of the journey, but
as we're making this next leg, does the forest seem to get denser, more dense, or does it seem to open up? Okay, it's getting denser.
Do we see any signs of getting better with our ailments right now as the journey goes on?
Not yet. 20 hours is right.
It was, yeah. It was like
oh, I just don't know
4 hours
okay.
in.
Yeah,
it's 20-hour curse or whatever it matters.
Gotcha. Okay, so there's nothing you can do about it.
At some point tomorrow, we'll start to chill out.
Okay. No, I didn't know if we had a time frame on it.
Yep.
Cool.
I think I would, if it's just the 3 or 4 hours left, I think Quoben's good to be up there the whole time.
Okay. Then
especially because I'm probably
without a trace. On this leg.
Beautiful.
I'll burn one.
I'll sit up there with
Quoben. All right, so you two can make the survival check for navigation.
I'll give him a straight roll if we're doing it disadvantage.
Yeah, beautiful.
So survival, right?
Yep.
I'm going to guide myself.
14.
19 plus guidance.
19, nice.
22.
Beautiful. 22, as you guys seem to pick up some ground here and really traverse this area with some speed. The Glamper and the horses, you guys really
lead the way, the great Bloela.
You guys are really starting to navigate the jungle here. Even though the horses aren't natural here, you guys are going over, like, the Glamper is going through some real tight, like...
They're
what?
elk.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I was like, what did you call me?
They're fucking you elk.
I had to stop the game.
Yeah. As the elk, you guys are able to, like, you're spotting now trees, like, where you can just fit the Glamper behind, and Serge, you're looking out the window as tree bark is just coming right across it.
Combined, me and Lionel have one full set of vision and hearing.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys successfully did not encounter any creatures in this leg of the journey, but this leg of the journey didn't have any creatures. It did have a river. So as you guys get a little further in, you guys hit in front of you.
Lionel grabs Coben's shoulder. I hear water, and I'm like, huh?
As you guys get to a little bit of a clearing in this jungle, what is strange about this river is it almost, you can see the start and end of it as it kind of hits some trees and mountains, so you're unable to go around of it, but it looks like it comes out of a spring almost underneath the water, and then goes and then just kind of hits rocks, and you can see it kind of go under. But it's either gonna be a very unfortunate detour here to pick up more time to go around it, or you can find a creative solution to get across. It is about 45 feet across from here, so that is what lies.
Does it look like potentially like fordable? Like, could we?
Is it a strong flow?
Does it seem like we could like ford the river?
It is a very strong flow. From here, almost the rapids that it's creating, you're unable to see how deep it is, but
it's that time of the year, guys. The flow is heavy.
Time of the year.
Yeah, you have dry seasons, wet seasons,
and heavy flow season.
Yeah.
God damn it!
Now we're gonna die.
This I don't know.
How wide is it? Like what's the distance from where we're at to where we need to get?
45 feet.
Jesus. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
This is kind of a weird question. So I have protection from energy prepped, and resistance to damage of the type. Would protection from energy be able to be used on like the horses or something in the river to make them a little more like resistant to the pushing or the cold of the river, if that's part of it or something? Does that seem too far? Or?
I would say if it was, you don't know, I guess, how cold and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, I could go test how cold it is.
It does say acid, cold, fire, lightning, and thunder. So
yeah,
if it were super cold, it would protect against that, but not
not
bludgeoning for the force of pushing it. Yeah.
Okay.
I have an idea, sir. If you have time to listen, perhaps
we're stuck in a river. I have plenty of time.
Perhaps if we ride the elk across single, and then hitch him up to the wagon from across with some rope, it'll give them more traction on the ground while they're across on land instead of trying to push through heavy flowing water. Just an idea. Get the elk across first.
Fly across the river and set up a rope to use as a guide. Is that a similar?
Yeah, that's good.
It's fine. It's a good idea, but the thing is that there's gonna be a lot of water hitting that wagon, and the elk are gonna have trouble pulling it across while they're also pushing against the river.
Does anybody have any deforestation tools?
I
found a couple of trees
put the hut on the side of the wagon. I believe that would prevent flowing water from hitting it. I don't know exactly. Try it. A hemisphere. Let me read the.
Yeah, read the spell because I.
Let me read. So 10-foot radius immobile dome. There it is. Okay, it's not. It can't do it.
Oh yeah, it can't.
But we could cut out.
Block 10 feet of it, I guess.
Yeah, in the middle of the river, you could block 10 feet, which would probably.
Could I block the spring? How big is the spring? Does it seem like a 10-foot radius to just cap the river inside the dome?
Hang on.
10-foot radius would be 45 feet.
Guys,
or 25 feet.
Maybe do something. How much does the wagon weigh? Can I get an idea?
What's your cutoff?
Check the manual. Check the manual in the glove
It's more
compartment.
than 500 pounds. 100% more than 500 pounds.
Oh,
this isn't clamper.
Yeah.
We're
we need the number.
We're deep past 500 pounds.
Yeah.
Shit.
We're at least ton.
You know, if we could block the flow.
Could we cap the spring with the hut, perhaps? And then while the flow
rush across.
Yeah.
But we still don't know how deep the river is.
Well, if there's no water, it won't be deep. It'll just be mud.
Deep mud. And if we get stuck in deep mud, we're in deep shit.
Is it sandy or more like clay? Like what's
here it's like on the edge of the river here. It's almost like small rocky.
Oh, it could be fine. Then pebbles at the bottom would be traversable. River stone.
Are there any large boulders? Like yeah, I guess I'd want to get an idea of how big this spring is, because
the spring is you can definitely like see this.
It's far away though, isn't it?
Bubbling out of one side of the river here. So you'd have to either get closer and kind of try to look in there to see exactly.
How far does it go around seem like it's going to take?
It would
by eyeballing.
It would add 2 more survival checks to your journey.
Man, you hear that train whistle? Let's. I want to check out the spring, and I want to bring Surge with me, because I want to see if he's able to master Luke a rock onto the spring hole.
I don't think Surge wants to leave the.
I'm not gonna leave.
You're gonna have to get over this fear one day.
You know, if we truly hit trouble here, Surge is really gonna have to get out of the wagon if it starts floating off. I feel like
I'm gonna go up to the wagon.
To overcome this fear very quickly.
I'm gonna open the wagon door, and I'm gonna let the sun or the moon silhouette my figure and cast a shadow over Surge. And I'm gonna say, "You're getting out of the wagon right now."
I'm nope. Don't wanna. Can't.
I'm gonna walk up to him. And I'm gonna grab him by the lapel.
Scruff.
I'm gonna start fighting. I'm gonna fight it. I'm gonna little jab in the face. Be like, don't
make it. Athletics check off. Here we
stick him.
I have another.
We're making a check off. Are we checking off?
Check off.
Checking off on stream.
Athletics.
20. Yeah.
You're all natural 20. I quit. Okay.
That would be amazing.
It was acrobatics, but as you try to like slip his grab, Master Do-Ra just
athletics
just bear hugs you.
Can't fucking grab the frame of the door, and he's like, "No,
walk out!"
I'm dragging him outside.
I hate this. I'm trying to kick
make a wisdom save, Surge.
God damn it! You're gonna kill me.
He fucking dies from fear. Just like absolute heart attack.
16.
You needed a 15. As you kind of like start screaming, "Oh no, God, no. Your eyes are closed for a second, and then you open them, and then you realize that you're okay.
So after that, Lionel, you said you had another idea. I heard.
Yes.
Gotta keep going.
I have another idea. Perhaps we tie 2 ropes together. It should pretty easily,
Tying ropes, yes. I'm on board so far.
We tie them to trees across from one another.
Yes.
But we tie... Okay, let me start over. We tie one end to one tree. We tie it to another rope to make it a 100-foot rope. Just about. Which is way more than 45-foot river. And then we string the rope through the wagon and then pop it out the other side of the back window to the front window.
Right, the cannon windows we have established to exist.
Yes. Well, front door, back door, And then we tied the rope to the other end.
Let's
on the
reiterate,
tree.
this is now we've established a 1-ton wagon. I'm here for the support of it. I like it.
I understand, but it'll give more guidance to the wagon rather than the elk.
Right, no, yes. Of course, yes. And
Not
then,
across.
We could also...
Can elk swim?
Of course elk can swim.
We could try to get some large logs. They usually float in water, and ties them to the wheels. It is less of a rolly through the river and maybe a floaty on top.
I like the idea, but I believe if we're cutting trees down, it may be faster just to go around.
Also true.
I mean,
Well, the
at
problem
some
is
point
if
we're
we
doing
try
more
to
work
go,
than we just need to just go around, just walk around it.
if
and-
we do decide to go around it and the way is much more extensive, then we may be putting more resources into than we planned for. I
I
think
could
both
run
options
ahead while
should
you
be
guys
explored.
decide and try to scout out.
That's not a terrible idea.
Ekulai and I could climb one of these trees and get a good view of what we're looking at.
What if we sent Surge flying? Oh no, never mind. He's not in a good mood.
Oh, he's in a fine mood now.
Uneasy.
No, I don't
I'll,
think we
I'll
did. I
like
don't
give him
think
a really rough like
I don't
clasp
think
on
he's
the
at his
back.
most reliable to send into the forest alone right now.
So you know how to swim.
I mean.
Yeah, Serge, for the moment, you
Yeah.
are not frightened.
Yeah. Okay. I don't just.
But you like look back at the glamper, you're like, I kinda wanna go back.
Yeah. I feel like I'm on
But
a
you're
time
good right
limit
now.
The
here.
good times. I could go investigate the source. Perhaps it can
the
be
what?
capped.
The spring.
The spring.
I could try.
Lionel, do we even have 2 ropes? I don't have any rope.
I have rope.
I have rope.
Okay. Well, at least that part of it is. Should I go look just to see?
Oh.
All right, I will. I'm gonna step the night, and I'm just gonna walk above the river.
Okay.
My walking speed towards the.
As your star wings kind of unfurl and hover above the river and get a closer look to the spring area, right?
Yeah, to
where
potentially
the
try to use
waters-
the hut to.
Sure. Yeah. I guess make a perception check.
Fantastic.
9. Yeah, with the you can tell that from above the river you're unable to see exactly what it would require to clog the spring. So you would have to go underneath to get a closer look.
I go back. Lionel, have you tied the ropes together?
Yes, sir. As best as I could.
I'm gonna take a rope across the river. He doesn't want to go get wet. That's not his vibe.
All right.
I'll go across the street. I'll make a Boy Scout check if I have to on this.
With your flying, you're good. You can.
All right, I attach one side, bring it back. I guess it's only. Let me see how long it is. I may have to use it twice here.
You should look for a long stick and try to see how deep it
It's like
is.
10 minutes, right?
It's 1 minute.
Oh, okay.
So I need to do a second one for this part. Investigate for a minute. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I guess.
Are you coming back or staying over?
Should I stay quickly?
I don't think you need to come back for any reason.
I stay.
Okay. So Quoben is across the river, where he has tied a 100-foot rope now to a tree. I would assume a big sturdy
Yeah,
tree.
take a thick
Yeah.
one, or like if there's a boulder that seems real convenient.
Yep.
Is it tied between 2 trees at this point and taut?
Right now, just
I think
on
Lionel's
the
holding the other
opposite.
end.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna tie it. I'm gonna go ahead and tie it on the other side.
Are you feeding
Beautiful.
it through?
Yeah, I'll feed it through the wagon.
All right.
Can I'm gonna fucking regret this. I'm gonna try to look for a stick and then climb out on the rope and see if I can measure the depth of the river. See if we're talking like 3 feet or like 10 feet.
Yeah.
Like a big
How
stick.
big is- I'm assuming if you're trying for 3 or 10 feet, you're gonna get like a 10 feet.
Like a
A
yeah.
branch.
Make an acrobatics check to climb across the rope.
Well,
You
but
have baseline climbing speed, right?
Yeah, I have climbing speed
I
of
would say-
35 feet.
I'll say make it with advantage because
I can do that. I would be more than happy.
Natural 20.
2 17s for a 23.
yeah, you're able to shimmy out on the rope, and as you put it down, it's about you hit the bottom, and it's like a clunky bottom too. So you do hit like rocks and stuff. Make a strength save for me.
fucking gators in there.
Go Gators!
That's a 6, Bob.
6, and as you're poking, it just like the strength and current of the river just takes a stick, and you guys see the stick that Sphinx, and you're kind of now swaying across on this rope as the stick you see go through, and then just hit some rocks and snap, crack, and just.
Okay.
Well, how deep is it?
Did I get a measurement at all?
Yeah, you were able to hit it. So, 8-ish?
8-ish, maybe?
8-ish feet.
What?
This glamper.
Feet?
This is fucking
Meters?
glamper.
Coordinates? What?
Feet.
Is the glamper water?
How many
Eight-
coordinates deep is the river?
8 of Z's. 8 times this one.
It's about
He's dangling,
about a
just like holding
meatball.
on his legs, like these feet.
Fucking tails wrapped around it.
Yeah.
I don't think swimming across would be wise.
Yeah, that's why I have the rope.
I think we're going to destroy this wagon unless we give it some kind of uplift.
Should we just go around? I shout from the other side, sitting on a rock.
How long would it take to go around? Just like a little bit longer?
A few hours.
I think around is best.
Give me like 5
That's
minutes.
from inside the wagon again.
Somehow
He's back
don't
in.
know
I'm
that-
definitely
Go.
back inside by now.
He didn't pay attention for 2 seconds, and he's back inside.
I'm gonna hop on Ecolai and climb one of these trees and just kind of scout the go around path if I can.
Sure. Make a perception check for me.
Perception. I'm kind of good at that. I rolled a 13. I lied. It's a 12.
12. You take some time to climb up to, almost the canopy here, where you're familiar with of the rainforest, and you do see kind of the way you were going. The end of the mountain range here, kind of where you're getting close to the base of it, where you know that you're close to where at least Targus Leash has told you where Sanctuary was. Going around, however, does lead through more dense jungle where you could, with a 12, it looks similar to what you've already been traversing, and
Where we found 2 deadly creatures.
Could be a little. It's the wild rainforest out here, so.
We didn't ask, but there's not like a bridge, right?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, actually, there's a bridge right there.
You guys didn't ask if there was a bridge? Just
No.
Okay. Look,
There's a bridge that's made for glampers 10 feet to the left of where you tied your rope.
There's actually a
Pertinent
bunch of
information.
fucking hippies around just sitting watching this happen across the side. It's a fucking national forest where you camp.
And we could always just leave Zaglampa. Maybe?
What about the elk?
Can't leave the Galampa. It's so nice in here. I don't want to leave.
I'm sure the elk would be fine, but we now have to ask ourselves what's more important, our mission or this carriage.
What?
That is also a fair point.
Is that a question?
I can tell they're talking and I'm half deaf and there's a roaring river. I'm just like,
I believe there's a way to get this across. We just have to put our minds to it. I think it'll be
Take
worth.
like 20 minutes and let's find some dead trees, some brush, some log. Try to
Make a
give this
raft.
thing some buoyancy, yeah.
All right, then let's get to it.
Okay.
I'll start looking for trees to drag over.
Or
Yeah,
even just like
same.
dead branches on the ground and shit.
Big ones though, nothing.
Yeah.
Like we're not talking about kindling here. We're talking about turds, tree turds.
Are there pajamas in the turrets?
I don't see if
Let's
I have
do
anything in my inventory.
Everyone who wants to contribute to this, roll a survival check, and then I'll add up the number and we'll try to hit, like, say 35. I'll say then you'd be able to find enough. 21. That's fucking already pretty close.
14.
And there it is, 35.
There it is, right in the nose. 2 rolls. You guys' dice are sexy tonight. Yeah, so you guys take a strangely amount of not that much time, like 10 to 15 minutes to grab nice.
There's logs everywhere.
Turns out.
Turns out there's logs like all over the place here.
And what you consider just kind of attaching them to the glamper for buoyancy?
I would think on like
I think as
either
bumpers too, maybe.
bottoms of the wheels or like to kind of turn the base of it into a raft. That's what I'm thinking. If anybody has a better idea.
No, that makes sense. That's a good one.
Yeah.
How long does this take them?
15 minutes.
After
Not that long.
Corbin sees them just pulling a bunch of logs and he's sitting over here. Should I try to clog it?
We're
I think
working.
you should just keep your eyes out for any creatures of ill intent.
Huh?
I said.
Give me a thumbs up for yes, thumbs down for no. All right.
Oh,
I
right.
sit
Yeah, you
back
can
down
see.
on the fucking rock.
Cool.
All right, so you guys have fashioned and logs in a way to kind of spread out. You know how those like sailboats have the side things to make it a little more stable in the water. You kind of have provided that kind of structure to the glamper and
Lit.
giving it a little more buoyancy and
Mm-hmm. I know
We got the rope. We got the wood.
Levitate has a 500-pound limit. Can I use it at all to maybe make the checks easier? I don't know.
I will allow
It's
that.
a
Yeah,
stretch. Like even if it's on the log.
to make it. Yeah, I would say it'd make it 500 pounds lighter. Yeah.
I'm also, while they're tying stuff to the cart, I'm gonna take lengths of rope. I'm gonna loop one side around the rope we have going across, secure it, and then tie the other end to each of the elk, like to their saddles or bridles
Like a
or
zip
something.
line.
Yeah, so they're attached and can just move in order with it. Everyone stays together.
So all the elk are together as a unit.
Mm-hmm. Like regular. Yeah.
Yep, and then attached to the rope. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Should we? How much rope do you guys have?
Good
50
amount.
feet.
I also had 50 feet.
50 feet.
All right, so that's all the rope. Got it.
Yeah, that's all the rope.
I knew it would come in handy. That's why I always pick
What
it.
do you need the stupid fucking rope for?
Hey, my last game was the rope guy. I couldn't. I
Yeah.
looked at the rope. And I was like, no, I'm not doing it. I did that. I was rope guy last campaign.
Good rope and the bad rope.
Rope.
Thing, do you mind going up with the elk to get them across? I feel like you have a better understanding of their emotions than I would.
I was going to climb the trees with the Eagle-Eye and just jump across, but I'll send him through the tree. Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
I'll give Eagle-Eye instruction to meet us on the other side. He'll find his way up through the trees.
Okay.
I'll hop on. Give me one, Clay.
You're not getting on the Great Bloela. That's my horse.
Elk, but okay.
Elk. Yeah.
Horse, elk. He prefers. He identifies as a horse.
So
I'll get on Olkin.
I'll get on the
Caratoni.
other one.
Elk and Garatoni.
Caratoni Olkin. That's what
Which
I'm
one
gonna
is
do.
like leading the pack? Do we have 4 or 3?
4.
The Great
Four.
Bloela, obviously.
I'm gonna get on the Great Bloela. I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals on myself, which I believe I've already done once today, so I'll do that. And then I'll touch him and cast Beast Bond.
Don't touch him. Not like that.
Oh, I'm gonna touch him all over his
wanna quickly
antlers.
Go over what Beast Bond does.
While Link is active and the beasts are with line of sight, through the link, the beast can understand your telepathic messages to it, and it can telepathically communicate simple emotions, concepts. While it's active, the beast gains advantage on attack rolls against any creatures.
Beautiful.
So, I can speak with my brain, and it can
Got it.
speak back.
And just to give some remember, half of our elks have deeply Russian names. Just if you want to talk back, just let's think about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
keep that in mind.
As we're going across, that's what we think about.
That's all. Just remember,
Take
they
the
have
river.
deeply Eastern Ukrainian or like Eastern Europe names. Straviela.
This water is cold. I don't like it. It makes my moose nuts tiny. I don't know.
It's
All
cold.
right.
Like
So you guys are taking the 4 elk across as you're riding all of them.
I think
I'm gonna ride one. He's
with
gonna
all
ride
of them.
one.
Oh, someone else was riding.
Lionel's gonna ride, I think.
I
Yeah.
think it was just you. Oh, okay.
Since
Okay.
they're all tied together, I'd like to make this a group check of some sort.
Group
Are you gonna
survival
pet
to
one
handle
know
the
what's
animal.
happening?
I was gonna say it is an athletics check to swim across, and you can use either the elk strength, which is +3, or your own.
You said athletics.
I'm gonna use the elk strength.
I'll use my own strength.
I'll use my own elk strength.
I'm gonna have to use
Baller.
elk strength.
Okay, so we'll just do a group
Everyone
check.
shouts.
with
Everyone
those
shouts
4.
elk strength and then begins going across the river.
Go
Elk
Gators!
strength. Oh.
Elk strength.
Gators, elk strength.
All right, so Dora and his elk come through with a 24.
Jesus.
Which elk are you on, Dora?
One of them that is not currently occupied.
He
So
seems
they
like a Straviola.
Yeah, ravioli. That's what I want.
Aviola Vodka.
Yeah.
I got a 14 plus the elk strength, which is +3.
17. Nice.
17.
Okay. 24 and 17.
Oh,
What kinda-
19 plus 3 or plus 2 plus 3 is 24.
Does the cart have strength? Do I need to make a roll?
Beautiful, beautiful. The cart is not going across right now, right? It's just the elk.
No.
Just
Does the
elk.
one elk have its own roll to do by
Oh,
itself?
no.
So is one not seatless?
One's unridden.
Got it. I will.
Clopavela's a
Surge.
Clovac.
Clopavela is going through with 16. Wow. Everything's been going real nice today, guys. As you guys swim across, the current is you guys feel the tug on the elks is so cover you like you can feel the elks miss a step and stuff, but it's grabbed with the rope as the rope did lower the DC, and as everything is as you guys are all strapped together here, we're taking an average as opposed to just individual rolls. So all the 4 elks were able to make it across.
What kind of vibes was I getting from Bloela?
Great.
Like, as he-
river.
Yeah, that was obvious.
Nothing bad can ever
Great
happen.
Loela of Kepler is not amused or impressed.
Probably like brief moments of fear as you like at their missing steps. You could feel that it is a rocky bottom, so they're probably just kind of not just walking across it. They're kind of like missing.
We love
steps
a
and
rocky
stuff.
bottom.
Yep. So but comfortable with the group as everyone was able to succeed on the check. So there was no missteps. So all went well.
Nice.
So now we have
So-
to get back and get Zakat. How are we going to pull Zakat?
So now all of you are across the river, and Serge is alone in the car.
Serge!
I
Come
slide
on,
open the
Serge, it's
window.
the last one.
Serge, tie the rope to the cart on that end. You're gonna have to go out of
What?
the cart and tie the rope from the tree to the
Is it-
cart.
I thought the rope was going through the cart, right?
It is,
It is.
but I think
Now
you're
we have to pull the cart across.
I think you're gonna have to pull it.
Can I like brace myself inside the cart and like pull the rope through? You know what I mean?
You want to pull by yourself as opposed to us with 4 elk.
Well, how? Where is? You guys are across the river, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me what I need to do.
Oh,
Sorry, maybe
so
I'm
we
not
could take
following.
we could take the rope off the elk. Cause that was
and
guiding
going
it across. Yeah, and then I was assuming since he has a climbing speed, that Sphinx can run across on the rope real quick, like one of these, and then
attach it and we'll pull it back one rope.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I mean, I could try. I guess
you have no rope to do it to.
I could try to go outside, but I don't know.
Apparently, I went out once.
Yeah. I don't know how it's gonna go.
If I open up the cart door and peek outside, is it gonna take another save?
All the fucking shadows grow longer and little claws from every fucking tree. It's like claws reaching towards you, and you're just like, ah! Let's do that.
Sphinx, are you climbing rope back across?
Yeah, I'll do that. I can do that.
All right, make an acrobatics check with advantage.
Acrobatics with advantage.
I'll guide Sphinx if he came over.
Here we go. I rolled a 20.
Gentlemen.
14 plus 6.
As you,
I can add guidance, but I don't think.
You go even quicker this time. You do the thing where you like wrap your legs around and just use your upper body to.
I do the opposite. As a cat, I wrap my arms around and use my hind legs to just.
Amazing.
That's so fucking right.
Amazing. So
everybody but Tobin can hear me purring as I do it.
So Sturge, a brief moment of silence in this forest as it starts to feel a little eerie. Then you hear and Sphinx arrives with a rope.
Oh.
I just peek in the one window and go, Sarge!
You scared the Jesus out of me.
Well,
what the fuck?
Who?
Yeah.
Who's Jesus?
It was a teacher at my school at Bard at college.
He's inside of you.
Yeah. He wrote a book called The Bible.
It's
something.
He taught us. He wrote a textbook called The Bible, and
he made you buy it for his curriculum.
Bibble.
Dude, I had college teachers like that.
He made us buy his own book. Yeah.
Yeah. Motherfuckers.
The Bible.
So he had a phrase, that's a sin. He'd say.
The
Is there somewhere that you see in Zakats where we can tie this rope off, or should I just
it's got
put it on the hitch?
Seems like
the truck nut.
I was gonna say.
I forgot this thing had truck nuts.
Tie it to the fucking truck nuts.
Yep, that's what we're doing. We're gonna rodeo the truck nuts. We're gonna lasso them.
Holy shit. Jesus Christ. I'm dying right now. I can't hold it together.
Grab life by the fucking horns or the nuts if you got those.
Yeah, the hitch in the back kind of looks like. Well, you'll see it. You'll notice. You'll recognize it.
Oh man.
I think very reminiscent of Bloela.
I feel like Bloela's got some clangers. They're always poking out the back when he's walking around.
All right, so we tie the knot.
Yep.
It can't be on camera.
The rope is fastened to the glamper. And what is the other side tied to?
I've got it.
Hook it up to the elk.
Oh, that's right. And then you got it. So you have to go back across with the rope.
Yeah, I'll take the other end.
We're over here. We can.
It's gonna be short because it's a 50-foot rope, and I've already used maybe half of that to tie a knot. So it's gonna be
half of it.
You made a 25-foot knot?
That's the biggest.
That's a big ass knot.
Fucking yard knot.
On the truck nuts, it's another nut on the truck.
It looked like he just had a yard ball and he's like until it's a fucking knot.
I meant half a foot. God damn it.
And you're like, that's rope, and he's just fucking reeling it in as he's clawing at this knot.
I'm getting a beer. I need a drink.
Okay. So take the rope back across. I will say, I mean, Yeah, you tie the thing, but there's also 50 feet of rope between 4 elk. So there's some slack there too. So you just have to make it back across.
Why don't you just ride it, drive it?
Yeah, you can steer it, guide it.
What if you get another big stick and push it along like one of those fancy people in the river cities?
Did you see what happened to the last stick?
No, I was
The what?
wasn't paying.
The last stick.
Is he talking to me? I can't hear.
The last stick!
Just come across, thing.
Is he complaining?
Oh, stick.
Of course.
I'm across with a rope. It's attached to the elk.
You see his little fucking eyes sticking out from the window just inside.
You do have to acrobatics back across with your advantage.
Okay.
You're a very high success rate here, but just in case.
I just want to say that if
Acrobatics
Surge
back
dies,
across.
this is the best character death we'll ever have. Is that he was too scared to leave the wagon.
24.
Yeah, 24,
I
beautiful.
won't even die. I'll just be carried off, and that'll be it.
My favorite is 25-foot fucking knot. That's so fucking funny to me. I've used half the rope to tie it.
It's this fucking
It's like a knot this big.
the size of a Regis ball.
Holy shit.
God, Regis balls.
Regis balls.
Prehistoric spider.
Fuck, it's a Regis ball.
Fucking cum puddle. I accidentally described cum. I was just
All
describing
right.
the puddle and it was
Yeah.
cum. Turns out.
Let's
Jesus Christ.
go over the situation that's
Yeah.
before us here. There is a large glamper on one side of the river that is tied to 4 elk across the river.
Yeah.
And also another 100 feet of rope is going through the glamper as some sort of
Guide.
Stabilization.
guide.
It's a guide.
And it's a
And
little buoyant.
there are logs and
All
stuff
right.
fashioned to the glamper in some sort of way
Yeah.
to stabilize it. And
And-
Surge is terrified inside and going to be riding this across.
Casting
Yes.
Okay,
Fuck.
amazing. Okay. Now, how do we articulate this into rules that make sense?
That's your job.
That's your job, yeah.
We came up with a solution.
How much-
Okay.
How much shit did we unload out of the glamper?
Whoa. We didn't.
Nothing?
Okay,
If anything,
good.
you added weight with the logs. But
Yeah, but
We'll
it's
take it
buoyant.
right off. That weight comes right off with levitate.
all right, we're gonna make this some sort of group check here. And I'll use the DC of the
Using-
river was
Using
DC
elk strength.
Maybe
50.
an
You
A
cast-
strength, and I kind of guide
To
it
get
with the rope
across.
inside.
I'm gonna say the glamper. 4 elks can carry the glamper, but they're gonna do it. Say not disadvantaged because of all the guidance in the logs, but it is pretty big.
Even with levitate on it to make it less heavy.
But then the levitate does make it lighter, so then maybe the DC just stays the same as opposed to that. So let's do group elk check.
Using elk strength. I'm not going to use elk strength. Quoben has double elk strength.
Elk strength. Go Gators.
And I guess let me see here. So
I think it's just the elk strength.
let's do a similar check. I need to do some math here.
What if we like each of those elk are pulling, so we
Everyone-
all
Here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna do a similar check. We're gonna have to meet a certain number. That number is gonna be 60. Of however you guys want to help. So the 4 elk are gonna pull. So I'm gonna roll athletics for them with their +3. And then if you guys are also pulling, you guys can come in.
Help me pull this.
I'll pull.
And
I have 0 strength. I would like.
That's what I mean.
Oh, sure.
You give me advantage instead of you
Oh,
roll
sure.
yourself,
Yeah, I'll do that.
and I'll guide myself.
Can I animal handle the 4 elk to like give them
Give 'em
the
like inspiration or something. Yeah,
yeah
sure. Make an animal handling check.
yeah I can
Can I? Because I would not want to get away from a roll if I'm giving my roll away. But can I roll insight as we're going to see if anything's falling off the wagon or like if it's like tilting too much to like angle the pool one way or the other way. Just kind of supervising the whole thing because I'm not strong enough to pull anything. I don't know if that
Sure.
helps.
Do you want that to be like the description of your bonus action help, or?
I mean, I can give him advantage, but if I'm losing my roll, that's like one less roll to get to 60.
So, for sure. So,
Yeah, I guess if we're doing a total, crits don't really matter as much.
I'll allow that with disadvantage because it's not really like a person or something.
That's fine. I could do it with
You
disadvantage.
probably haven't been in a situation similar to this to
That's fine.
figure out what's going wrong. So let's do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll allow that with disadvantage.
Cool.
All right.
I rolled a 19 on the animal handling check for a total of 27.
Oh my god, I rolled so bad.
Okay.
I rolled a natural 1.
6
There we go.
Here we go.
So, hold on.
I'm gonna drown.
It's happening
I
quickly.
rolled an 8 and a 6 on my advantage roll.
Oh shit.
Guys, don't let me drown.
We wasted all of our good
I'm not letting
rolls.
you drown. You're
the
drowning
prep.
yourself.
So 15 plus our 7 plus our 22. Very nice. Oh, this is easy.
Can I
I'm
do
sure it's
anything
and
way
three
from
for
inside
mine.
the cart to
way
help?
higher. The levitate is helping.
That's
and
okay.
Is what
I guess.
kind of lowered it a little bit. So let's roll for some elk here. First one plus 3.
Oh,
Elk
God.
strength.
Plus 12. Oh yeah, this is at 20. All right.
Nat 20. All right.
Yeah.
Thank God.
With everyone helping, and I want Surge to do a roll in here as you're kind of
Yeah, water's probably
you're
coming in that thing.
You're concentrating on your levitate,
Mhm.
but as it's going across, like you hear the squeaking of the rope as now the rope. There's like a period where the glamper gets across and then becomes just, and it's now just being drugged as everything's kind
Yeah.
of shaking around in here.
Probably water coming in around your ankles too, like through the cracks and stuff.
Yeah. Make a con save.
Sure.
It's like a concentration check here.
Okay. 18.
And if all goes well, yep, the weight is going to stay the same. And with that, in this very sketchy but well-fashioned and articulated on your part, creative solution for getting the glamper across with all of the rope, and you guys are able to do it with, honestly, very high rolls. I think you're probably average your dice roll here is probably like fucking 17 tonight, like no joke.
It's pretty good.
So amazing. So you guys were able to keep the shortcut and the glamper intact.
Surge, you're going to have to go back across the river and untie the rope.
Maybe on the way back.
Fuck
No,
you.
now.
I fucking guess I'll use my last steps of night.
Right.
Fucking fly across the river, untie it, fly back.
Alright, using steps of night, you go back and now you have all your rope. You didn't lose any physical resources. Amazing. So
I don't know why people say camping is that hard.
guys have one-
easy.
you guys have one leg of the journey left. It is 7:39 though, so we'll take our 5-minute break and then we'll hit the last leg. As you guys traverse deeper into the jungle looking for sanctuary itself. This next leg of the journey, and Sving, by your deductions of where you're at in the jungle, this is probably the last one before you get to where you've been told sanctuary was. So any last preparations before this leg, or what do you guys like to do? You guys have the glamper, you got all the elk.
I feel like we just put everything back away.
Yeah.
You open the doors where the water comes out of the glamper.
Mm-hmm. Air drying it out.
We ask Serge if he needs to be let out to go pee or anything, and
I pee in the glamper if I have to.
there was
He's
water.
just like,
inside.
yeah, get the water out. Get the water out.
Yeah, that all came in
good.
here when I was crossing.
Amazing.
No, I don't think
I
I
just-
don't think I
Well,
prepared
yeah,
I
for
want to
make a-
say, great job.
About how much
everyone.
time do
Great
we have
job.
left in the journey?
Just like an hour.
you guys made good time. Yeah, about an hour left.
About an hour left. I'm gonna go ahead and pop off with another pass without a trace,
Beautiful.
just to do so. Is there a cap on how many creatures I can do?
It's within 30 feet of you.
Sick.
I don't
Yeah.
think there's a cap though. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Awesome.
Each
So-
creature you choose within 30 feet.
Wow.
So I'll pop
All right.
that
Yeah.
off.
So you can get everything. So make a survival check here. Whoever's
Everyone?
leading.
Disadvantage up front.
Disadvantage up front.
I'll help him again.
I got him. Oh. 18? I guess that was with disadvantage. I guess I'll roll again since
Yeah.
I'll
roll
keep
again.
17 plus 4, 24.
24. Amazing.
Together, with your ears and my eyes, we can do anything.
We're unstoppable, sir.
The DC for this leg was 21, but you guys traverse through and make it past. You do see some large footprints here and kind of broken foliage that looks like a large creature passes through here on occasion. And
What kind of... We talking paw? We talking like chicken foot?
Both.
We talking...
big,
claw,
like
deep-
chicken foot, yeah, just
Okay.
in the ground, and multiple. If you guys want to make a nature check, you can. To identify-
Yeah, would I know what this is?
Possibly. You could do it with advantage.
The Goliath chicken.
15.
I want to make one just for fun.
Beautiful.
13.
D&D's about fun, so you on the right track.
That is about fun.
Describe
Is
it
this
like a
ranked
song.
though?
Fuck
This
yeah,
is ranked
nat
D&D,
20.
so it's not about
Nat
fun.
20.
though.
Nat fucking
Nat
20.
Jesus Christ. Was that like the 7th or 8th one today?
That's fucking ridiculous.
Dora and Sping, you know that it is a footprint of a Tyrannosaurus. Sping, you know that this is a larger than normal one too.
Big
The
motherfucker.
T-Rex?
Now, this is a nature that we should not trifle with.
Yeah,
Does
it's
he know
like
that they're drawn to movement with the natural 20? Does he know that if you stand still they can't see you? Is there anything like that going on?
God damn
They're
it.
very territorial creatures, and that
My cup of water
are
begins to
massive.
shake inside the
There's Jeff
in the what do you
Goldblum.
call it, and I'm scared.
yeah, that's what
Glamper.
I was gonna describe that Connor if
Ah.
you guys fail to check like the
The ripples.
Someone
Yeah.
should, their next character should just be them trying to do their best Jeff Goldblum for the whole campaign.
Oh God.
Just shirt off and like laying back on the bed.
Only if someone else does the dude.
I like the idea of like an all TV or movie characters.
That's actually a funny one shot. Everybody has
Yeah.
to be with someone's Ron Weasley. Someone's
Fucking
It'd be funnier
12-year-old
if we had a
kid.
list of names
Christopher
too,
Walken.
and then we just randomize it so that way you had to do bad. You had to do. a
Yeah,
bad
you had to like
impression.
go watch the YouTube videos for a bit to like try and figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to do that at the end of before you're gone, and we do the one shot. At the end of the session, we'll put a bunch of names on a wheel and we'll just spin it, and we'll just go
Ooh.
person by person.
I like that.
Fucking
Yeah.
Right,
I like
write that down.
No,
All right.
you.
Well, as you guys get through this leg of the journey, untouched, amazing, very high roll, love it.
The best.
And who is in front here? If you guys want to,
Owen and Lionel are on the driver's bench.
Yeah.
I would probably be leading.
Schwing is out on his lizard.
Okay.
Oh.
He's got his lizard out in public.
I do.
and then Dora, you're inside with Surge, probably. Cool.
Just direct eye contact the whole time, making sure he's not fucking gonna kill himself or something crazy in here.
So as you guys keep going, Sphinx leading the way. At one moment, Quoben and Lionel, you see up front, you just kind of see Sphinx. Like the jungle here is really dense, and he's kind of pushes through some sort of foliage, but then you just kind of see him fade into something. And Sphing, from your perspective, you kind of just push through some trees, and then all of a sudden you almost come out of this part of the jungle to a little clearing and the sound of running water. And it is beautiful here. There's a spot in the trees. It's almost like daytime as the sun kind of crests. It is a really thin but flowing waterfall coming off the crest of the mountain here, about 150 feet up, just and it's crashing down into what looks like an 8-foot radius like pond, but it's just crashing into it, and the water doesn't look to be going anywhere. It's just like, and cool.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
You said it's bright like sunlight?
Yeah.
Is it still nighttime? Or did we travel through the whole night?
You guys traveled. It is like it's strange. Is what I'm
Okay.
You would know
All
enough
right.
that like something's not natural going on.
Okay, that's good. That's good to know. Okay.
But you didn't notice like traversing sort of through any like veil. Lionel and Quoben, you do see. You guys both have really high perception, passive. You see Sphing and Ecolai just kind of almost like walking through a thin veil, and you can see like a ripple.
I think we're here. I think we just go follow. I mean, we're expecting to find a place called Sanctuary. I don't know if we're too surprised.
Yeah, let's just push along.
By magic.
As I come through the veil,
He should have cut that branch. He's got 3 swords.
as I come through, what is there a road leading somewhere? Is there an obvious like this is the place over here?
Yeah. So here it looks almost like a beautifully illuminated waterfall with kind of a jagged rocks up around it, but the waterfall itself is coming off the mountain range, and this is the end. And you've always been told stories of Sanctuary itself. The Cascade Sanctuary is the full name, is this waterfall at the end of the mountain. So instinctually you think you're in the right place, but you don't see anything else. The only other thing of note is that when the water's crashing in, it does look like it's going somewhere. It just is hitting what looks to be nothing. Like the amount of water that's coming through should be splaying out into a river or a lake of some sort. But it is not. It just looks kind of like a shallow bird bath, basically. And then across from it is a very strange tree that kind of comes up in the shape of a V with like white bark.
Is there anything in the tree? Like, is there like any hole or entrance in the side? Is it a huge tree like the what was it?
Make an investigation check for me.
What was the big ass druid tree called? That's a 5.
5.
Eagle or something.
Here we go with the shitty rolls.
As you're looking around the tree, you start to see the glamper come through, and the elk stop. You guys all now see this as well, and see Sphing looking through a tree. And the only thing you do see, Sphing, is a kind of at the base of the tree, carved in it, is at the first glance looks like a poem. And on further inspection, now that you can read, some sort of riddle or rhyme or something.
It's in common?
It is in Sylvan. Can you read Sylvan?
I read common. I can speak Sylvan, but I read common.
I can read Sylvan.
Oh, but I'm in a cart.
I can also read Sylvan.
So it is written in Sylvan, but you do see the markings of Sylvan. You'd at least know that it's like Elvish descent or Elvish adjacent.
Okay. Guys, there's some words down here, but I don't recognize them. Coleman, you're an elf, right?
Describe them.
Yes. Sorry, I was spacing out.
You're an elf. Get down here and read this.
I was getting chocolate out of my pack.
Amazing.
Coben pulls out some chocolate. Starts. Yeah, he's never gonna tell you about anything he carries for himself.
'Cause, like, I don't.
never.
I'm even like I don't remember getting him chocolate.
No, he keeps like 2 things for himself, and one of them's like bougie chocolate. Pulls it out.
Is it
90% cocoa?
Yeah, it's fucking.
Is it still
luxury.
good? Or is
Yeah,
it like melted wad of like it's been in my pack for so long?
That's perfect. Next
Okay.
question.
Congealed
Okay,
together.
I just
Yeah.
that was
The
all.
math
What am I
pack he carries his chocolate in.
So, you see on kind of carved in with a knife as in the bark of this white barked tree,
Yes.
4 lines of what looks to be some sort of rhyme or poem or riddle, which I'm going to send in the chat, but then I will read it as what you read is: trees bear more fruit than what falls. The world it keeps on giving, an endless stream of vision on its armor of lies. And
Poem.
make a history check for me.
Do I know my limericks? 15.
15. Very nice. This reminds you of something that you almost have like a flashback vision here of Targus Leash. Kind of this. It's basically the equivalent of a nursery rhyme. It was saying like in the villages for the youngins, but it was saying, you've heard it a little differently. The last line, you never heard of armor of lies. You heard on armor you lie. On its armor you lie. So Targus Leash used to really sing it a little differently to you.
That sounds really familiar, but not that right.
It's a rudimentary poem at best.
Okay. The last phrase used to be, from where I've heard it from Archdruid here, was on the armor you lie. Not the armor of lies, or whatever you said. You know, I could probably hear what you said better, Coben, if you weren't eating all that chocolate.
Well, you know, it's been a long day.
Huh?
I had the life sucked out of me 3 times. And I want some chocolate. So I will fucking create food and water and make 45 pounds of food and at least 5 pounds of chocolate. And if you want some chocolate, you can have some of this.
Can I make some sort of check, like maybe like insight or something, to see if there's like a play on words within the poem?
Yeah, say
Or like a off interpretation, like they mean this, but it's, you know, not.
Yeah, I'll allow insight. That's wisdom based. Yeah, let's do that.
15.
15. You like deduce that with the first line that the trees bear more fruit than what falls. That maybe it's hinting to that there's more to the tree, or that whatever answer could be is going to be coming from the tree.
Wait, I don't want this yet. We haven't spent enough time speculating.
I'm gonna.
We got a riddle.
Like climb through the V of the tree and just like inspect it from every angle that I can.
Oh, there's a single. Sorry, there's a single tree that this is etched on.
Yep. So picture the tree has a large base, and that's where it's etched in, and then it kind of has 2 branches that come up, creating like this V, and then the foliage
Like a
is
wishbone?
that.
Like an elk's head.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
so the tree bears more fruit than what falls. So, is there any nuts on the ground? I'm an investigator, after all.
There are not.
No nuts fallen, which means the fruit is likely metaphorical in nature. Perhaps the tree itself is metaphorical, and it represents an idea. The world, it keeps on giving. The world, in this case, could be many things. The tree, the ground, or the idea that things exist.
It could
An
even
endless
be you.
stream of vision. An endless stream. There's a waterfall continuing forever. An endless stream of visions, perhaps. If you eat the nut, you have some kind of mental trip. Perhaps if we meditate on... Well, it could be many things. And on its armor of lies, a tree's armor is the bark. Perhaps we smoke the bark, and it will give us an endless stream of vision. Many options lie before us.
Again, I think it was on the armor you lie, not on an
Perhaps
armor of
on
lies.
On its
Perhaps if you
armor
lay
of
on the
lies.
tree...
I'm gonna lay down in the V when Schwing says that. I'm just gonna put my turtle shell in the V.
The world, it keeps on giving.
Dora, as you lay down, and at first nothing really happened. It is comfortable for a bark. It's almost, as you kind of like bashing yourself, your turtle shell kind of hits the crevice there in a way where you're like, okay. As you look up, you almost see in the branches itself, like in the negative space of the sunlight hitting the branches, a marking, one that you've seen on Sphinx. Wildeco emblem.
Well, as I'm just like staring.
And an endless stream of visions could be many things. It could be dreams, it could be a song, it could be the poem itself. Perhaps if we read it backwards?
Over Quoven, like philosophy,
just-
like explaining everything. I'm gonna say paper and it's something to write with.
No, I don't think it's paper. That wouldn't be the armor of trees.
I'll hand it to him.
And also make a perception check, too.
You know, you'd have paper of your own if you didn't tear that book up and make a million cranes.
12.
He's
The
out of
cranes needed to
paper.
be made.
Yeah, that's all you get.
I'm gonna start sketching the marking that I see through
Perhaps.
the branches.
That is more fruit than what falls. The branches don't fall, and the symbol's in the branches. So that could be the not fallen fruit. Now, the world, what does it give? More clues. I look in the dirt. Is there more clues?
Make an investigation check.
Fantastic.
Once I'm
Lionel, check
finished
the dirt.
sketching, I'll
Heck
hold
for
it up,
dirt.
like hold up the picture,
19.
and I'll say, "Does this look familiar?"
I'll just
Thing you would instantly recognize it as.
I'll pull my hood up and it's like on the side of my hood. Or whatever.
Interesting.
19 on the dirt
19
symbol check.
on the dirt check. I didn't see your roll here.
There is dirt.
Let me refresh. You do see dirt, specifically in a way, like kind of away from the tree as you kind of spot it. What looks like the remnants of a footprint.
I will follow it. I think Quoben's in his investigating.
Not really like a full footprint, but like
Mm.
the movements of one, and it's leading to the left side of the waterfall. Almost like it's going towards that part of it.
I'll approach. I think Quoben's got a nut that he wants to crack, and I think he's in the zone.
All right.
Don't stray too far, Coben.
And the endless stream of vision. World, it keeps on giving. Perhaps the top of the waterfall is another world, or perhaps a different world at the bottom of the waterfall. A portal? I want to look into the puddle.
Don't see anything.
Stick my hand in.
It almost like hits. It's like a half-inch deep. As it's
Interesting. I want to touch the stream. Is it real or is it fake?
It is real as it kind of pushes your hand down, and it's even pushes your hand down and slaps onto.
Got some power.
An endless stream on its armor of lies. I want to look. You said it's like a waterfall. Is it a natural waterfall coming off a cliff?
Yep.
Okay. I want to look at the cliff face. Look around. Is there any more words, more clues to the puzzle?
Make a perception check.
Armor of Light. Oh my god, 24.
24, damn. I was gonna say he needed a high one. To get this. About 50, 60 feet up, you see a little bit of, like, not really even a ledge, but like a small little bit where there is a rock that seems unnatural to the terrain.
God damn it, I fucking had to tie that rope 3 times. Just fly there. The Armor of Light.
Something
Do I have a
else
cantrip?
happened to, I think, Sving, you were doing something?
I'm with you, Corbin, right? Just
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
yeah, I mean, Corbin just wandered off, so if you'd be you'd probably have seen his investigator. I mean, most of the time it's pretty ridiculous, but
yeah. I'll go.
you
up to
recognize
Sving.
his investigator mode.
Yeah. I'll go up to Sving and I ask him, can I borrow your E. coli? Just to get up the cliff here.
Yeah, I think you've been introduced before. He should be okay with you.
Yeah, me and him are buddies.
It's okay, Eagle-Eye.
Yeah, I'm a fruit.
Go with Lionel. He should take care of you. I'll be right here if you need anything. Just bark.
I'll hop on E. coli and I see Corbin kind of looking up at the cliff, and I'll walk over with E. coli while they're doing whatever.
An endless stream of vision, and I point my finger in the air. Vision, Lionel, and I stick my head in the waterfall.
Jesus.
You kind of just, you don't go
I just-
in it. You just go half-inch in as you just, and you seem to hit soil.
Do I see anything?
No.
Can I try to look up the waterfall?
Yeah, you can. It's just,
I wanna just, yeah. He is
You still have the mask on?
Yeah, I do have the mask.
There's just
on.
water pouring in through the eyes and the fucking mouth.
No, I don't see anything up the waterfall.
No.
That mustache is gone, though.
No.
That mustache is gone.
Well, Lionel, there's a rock up there that looks out of place, and I'll point it out. That the stream of visions was a dead end.
Come on, Nikolai, let's check it out. And I'll hop on his back and see if he can get me up to whatever rock he was pointing to.
sure, yeah. With great ease, Eagle-Eye can climb, so you're able to shoot up about 60 feet and get to this little bit of a ledge where you can get off him if you'd like. But there is what looks like a rock that, it does look out of place. It's almost a different shade of stone than the others, as it is just sitting, just
Yeah.
like placed there.
I'll hop off and investigate.
Sure. As you touch the rock and turn it over, it has a mark of the Wildeco and a different marking, one that is unfamiliar to you.
Okay.
But both like scribed on in like a dark greenish, almost like fungus.
Okay. I'll take it down.
Feel the bottom of the puddle.
Yeah, it feels like mud. It's mud.
Even towards the middle, like if I stick my arm deep in there.
It's a 1-inch puddle. There's water.
Bears more fruit. The symbol is the fruit that the tree bears, and perhaps if we bring the symbol into the world that keeps on giving, which would be the waterfall, an endless stream of visions about the lives that we need to know. Give me the symbol, Lionel.
I wonder if Sving knows what the symbol is.
Quickly.
Oh, I'm gonna go to Sving's first. I'll be
Right.
back.
I've got it figured out.
I'm gonna see if Sving knows what the symbol is next to the one he's
Yes.
a part of.
Sving, you recognize this is once again the Wildeco symbol. This time written with a fungus that you guys use to put markings on trees and stuff. This symbol meant, like, if you saw this marking on a tree, usually you'd see it in like the understories or lower base level. It meant go up, like climb.
Hold on. Yeah, I think you should go higher with Ikolai. Maybe take Coben with you. See what you see.
Okay.
This symbol here basically means the peak or the top. Go up. Higher. Into the trees.
I'll keep
And
climbing with
Dora,
you.
at this moment, you're still laying in the tree, scribbling, kind of like jotting down and scribbling and doing your finishing details. You see that there's the Willico symbol, then right below it is the climb symbol. As now you're looking in the trees, you see that there is a different symbol in the trees, almost in a strange way. Something you didn't catch before, but now with more context of having a secondary symbol, you see that there's something else. It's kind of in the shape of what looks to be like an oval.
I'll sketch that down and I'll hold it up. I'll say, does the furry one know what this is?
And yes, you do. You recognize it as the symbol for water.
I don't know what this means. I think we're supposed to climb the waterfall.
This is already strange. It's as strange as I've ever seen. So I'm not going to naysay climbing of the waterfall, but I'm hesitant. Let's give it. You can give it a shot if you don't mind the water. I volunteer to Serge.
From the glamper, I say, climb.
I'm gonna go
what?
knock on the carriage. Serge?
What?
Serge?
Yeah, what? I crack the door slightly, but
Serge,
I'm like,
fly
not.
on me.
What?
Cast fly on me. Make me fly.
Okay,
Just
all right,
do it.
all
You're
right, all right.
stuck inside. It's fine. Just
there's
make
a
me
hand
fly.
that reaches out from the door and is just fucking swinging
tag
around, trying to.
I fucking tag the hand.
He flies.
Nothing happens.
I said make me fly, Serge.
I did.
I know you're scared. What are you talking about?
I'm scared of outside, but my spells still work.
I don't feel different.
I'll just kind of.
Does
It
this
must
work
be you.
differently?
Maybe
I can fly on my own. How does your fly work?
The cat.
I fucking jump.
Try to fly.
I'm trying to fly.
You climb. These are your people.
I could scale this wall easily.
Yeah, you could.
I can climb with you.
I'll go.
I can assist.
I'll leave Ecolai behind for Lionel, and I'll just start climbing.
Owen wants to come. He's on a case.
All right. Are you using Ecolai to climb, Coben?
I think he's carrying Lionel.
Yeah, I'm going up with Ecolai.
Owen's climbing.
Make an athletics check.
I'm gonna guide myself.
Guidance does not work.
All right, 25 anyways.
Oh shit!
You're a little slower than just baseline climbing.
Big boy. He's just like.
Yeah, you're a little slower than just baseline climbing speed of the lizard and the cat, but you're not much further behind.
I refuse to be left behind.
Yeah.
Well, there's a case to be solved.
As you guys climb
Galloping up it.
past the little ledge that Quoben pointed out at first, climbing further, getting to basically where the waterfall is cresting this area. The waterfall continues, and the stream kind of continues up the mountain from here, but there is a ledge here where you do see another marking, this one not underneath a stone, but just in the ground. And this thing has the Wildico symbol, and then underneath it, the symbol for jump.
What's it say?
Is there like a branch sticking out or something that like it wants us to jump to?
It's
Or is
it's
it-
in a way where it wants you. It's basically looks like it's a leap off point to the pool for the waterfall.
Ooh.
What does it say, Schwing?
I hope you like to swim. I don't.
No. I don't like to swim. What does it say,
Yeah.
though? Does it swim?
It says jump.
Jump.
Are you sure, Sphinx?
Only one way to find out. And I'll take
Coben
3
will
steps
jump. I think
back.
Coben will jump as you're going backwards. Coben just steps off. He's
Alright,
fully
as
convinced. He knows
you,
it's the waterfall. He's been sticking his head in it all day.
You've been Wile Coyote, like you Wile Coyote off just like the, and
I'm trying to.
Thing-
Oh, it's work.
right behind as you guys plummet.
I'm gonna go
Surge
through the
and-
waterfall. Is what I would try to do.
Okay, Surge and Dora, you see just them climbing up, and then all like, not much longer after them reaching the top, just both Sving and Quoben jumping off, just and 150 feet. So after not that long, you Quoben hit first, just and you guys see them hit the base of the waterfall and just disappear, almost like they hit deep water. As Sving right behind.
Is the splash big like it was deep water, or is it just kind of like a little,
Yeah,
just like
well,
a little bloop?
Yep.
Yeah.
Depending on your dive, I guess.
Well,
I got that
I have
Pumbaa
yet to
dive.
decide if that was a good
I'm
thing
in
or
full
bad
plate
thing.
armor.
I'm gonna,
I
I'm gonna
fucking
walk
hit
over to the
hard.
puddle.
Like the movies, the fucking lifeguard.
As you
gets
walk
wet
over the
and
puddle,
everything.
you kind of do the pats, and you still only feel a half inch down, and you feel soft mud, but your friends,
No bones.
you don't feel anything of them.
I'm still
Look
at the
back
top
at
of the waterfall.
Surge.
Just like, wait, what the fuck?
I'm gonna look back at Surge and say, well, you know it must be done. And I'm gonna start trying to climb the waterfall.
All right, make an athletics check.
I don't know what.
He's in the fucking glamper.
8.
Wait.
You're just,
Yeah,
Dora!
well, I only failed because he said wait. So, obviously, I had to wait to see what he would say. And
Dora,
I'll turn around.
He's standing in the threshold of the carriage door. Wait.
how strong are you? Could you carry me if needed?
I would certainly do my best.
If needed.
Okay. Wait, are Sving and Coben gone now from the water? Can we see them anymore?
Yes.
You
They
can't see
no
them.
Okay,
They are-
all right.
disappeared.
I'm going to
Could be
try,
dead.
but if I can't, how does knocking out work? Can he like punch me once and I get knocked out, or does he have to take me down to 0 HP and I have to go unconscious?
he would have to take you down to 0.
Yeah. Oh
Um,
no.
But we wouldn't have to roll for it if you're willingly
You're
just
letting him
giving your
punch you.
best.
Because I'm gonna fight him if I go out and fail, but it needs to be done.
I need you to fucking beat me right now. What? I need you to
I'll
beat
try.
me until I'm not conscious.
I'll try to leave the carriage and climb the waterfall. I did it once, I can do it again.
So what I want to do
Just picturing him going like, look, if I can't leave this thing, beat my ass.
Fucking make me.
All right, make a wisdom save.
Damage
come
to
on.
the
Gotta
friend
be-
of me.
15.
Wisdom.
10.
And I want like the moment I see that he has like even the slightest hesitation, I'm whacking him in the chin with my bow staff. Just
It's
Lionel.
going to take more than that. How much health does he have to get through?
Yeah, hold on.
I got a
Lionel,
chunk.
you, at the top of you see two friends jump off, and then after a brief moment of like kind of contemplation and hesitation, you see Dorov struggle to climb, then go back, and then hear the sounds of him beating Surge.
You're fucking 150 feet up, like, what's going on in there? Just
I try to get Fleekmid out. Does it come out? Hey, Bo.
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
It does not actually.
Oof.
I like that.
I like that idea. Too bad it doesn't work.
I love that idea. It doesn't work at all, but it was great.
Ecolai, we need to get
like
back
the
down
reasoning.
there. Surgeon's in trouble.
This fucking new guy too. That's true. He's been with the group that long.
I hop on Ecolai and I'll go down.
Yeah. So Serge, you're just voluntarily getting knocked out.
I'm fighting to get back into the.
You knew outside was bad.
Yeah.
I understand. Okay.
I tried to convince him before I go. I was like, "Hey, I'm not gonna want to do it, so you gotta make me do it." And
Yeah.
only way I can think of.
But
is
you're not resisting. You're just.
He fucking does the no matter what I say, don't stop. And then he's like, stop!
yeah, exactly. I want to get back in the carriage, but I know
How many
what
hit
I
points
said
did you
before.
have
out
of full?
I was 55. I was full HP.
Okay, so just well, you can mark down some. As Lionel,
I'll say like 20.
in whatever amount of time Lionel takes to go 150 feet on a lizard that can, move gracefully over this terrain, that amount of health. As Lionel, you get there, you
I'll call
open the
it 20.
glamping
2.5
doors.
turns.
That's a little less than half.
You open the glamping doors here and see Dora just quarterstaff.
And I'll take out my Stormcaller and I'll put it to his neck. No need. There's no
I'll
need.
stop. And I'll say, 1, that is but a mundane dagger. Do not threaten me with it. 2, I know this looks terrible.
Dude, you know what? I get it. I do get it.
This being here would like to repeat what your master and the furry one did. But he said that if he could not do it, then I needed to incapacitate him and take him with me. When he wakes up, I'll be more than happy to have him.
Just right there.
Oh yeah,
He's
then
just
I'll just step
bleeding.
aside and put my hands down and
He's
then
beaten.
You know there's a much better way. Is this true, Serge?
Am I already out by now? Like, did he knock me on the?
No, you're just
you're good. You're good.
Like,
you're in
yeah,
the process.
I meant like with rope or something, not like beating me. What the?
Clarification is always key, guys. Make sure to give clear instructions.
yeah, he left it up to interpretation.
I guess
I suppose I took
That's
artistic
There's
liberty.
a lot of
That's
wiggle
a
room
little
in
bit
the
on
instructions.
that's my fault. But yeah, no, he's right. I asked him to help.
It's my fault, he says,
I'll-
bleeding from his eye socket.
I'll put my rapier away and then I'll help tie him up. I'll even blindfold him. I'll plug his ears with cloth. I'll just fucking take care of all of his senses, just so he's not too scared of outdoors. And
If I gotta be blind, you gotta be blind, asshole.
Right.
75%.
Oh,
I love that. I meant like tie me up. You just started hitting me.
So yeah, that's where we're at.
I love it. Also, that's my fault. The fucking abused. It's my fault.
yeah, that's my fault.
I didn't say don't beat me until I'm unconscious, so it's on me.
God damn it.
So
Yeah, I tie him up and I'll take him up with me
all
with
right.
E. coli.
Since he
At
failed his
half
wisdom
health.
check, you're going to need. He's going to resist trying to leave. He's not going to
Yeah.
resist.
Oh my god, imagine beating him now. He's tied up and blindfolded.
Automatic crit.
You still end up just fucking like, stop
Um,
me.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
So make it. I'll say athletics check, Lionel, or I'll let you substitute survival since you're tying him up.
I'll do athletics.
So and then
4. Fuck.
He's
as you pull him out, make an acrobatics check to free yourself.
Okay.
As you get pulled outside, you realize the fear. Your greatest fear is being outside of the glamper.
Oh, it was almost
As
at 20.
just
17.
as he just swiggles, gets out of the ropes, and then just scurries back into the glamper.
As I'm gonna be like, so as Lionel's like carrying him down, I'm gonna be behind him.
He's running.
So like, as Surge like escapes and comes up, I'm just gonna clock him in the chin.
Jesus Christ.
Tobin and Sving are long gone, and you guys are just struggling.
We could be like a mile underwater in a giant like fish head with big teeth that's looking at us. Like we just like who knows where we are, but they're just beating the shit out of Surge.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of explaining to do when we finally show up to Sving and Quoben, and Surge is just like bloodied and knocked out.
Were you attacked?
The worm came back.
I'll say versus 17. Try to
Oh my
athletics
God.
check to grab him.
Please.
This session is ridiculous.
It's ever since we decided to travel, it's been just weird.
19.
Nice.
Yeah, you're able to almost in that same like bear hug fashion as he's like trying to dodge you, and like you see him lose Lionel, and then Lionel's like, "We got to run her," and then he's just running back to the glamper, and he just
Fucking speared him, tackled to the ground.
Let me go. Someone's got to watch the cart.
There's
I'm
four
gonna-
elk.
about the
There's four
elk?
elk
Yeah.
just watching
eating
you get
grass.
your ass kicked.
And a lizard.
So as I like grab him in a bear hug, I'm gonna rock back onto my shell. That way he can't like touch the ground or like leverage anything. I'm gonna say I apologize for having to do this, and I'm just gonna like put him in a chokehold until he takes a little nap.
All right. You're able to do non-lethal damage to him and choke Surge out so that he's unconscious.
So what?
No man left behind, no matter what. Okay.
DM, what do we say my health is at now?
Your health is at 0, and
Okay.
you are unconscious.
Okay, cool.
I love
It's
the
good.
idea.
It
had to
no
be.
death saves.
Yeah.
I love the mental image of a huge turtle choking out a really small satyr. What is he?
Satyr.
Satyr. That's
Satyr.
hilarious.
Depends on where you're from.
Yeah.
Zest it
So
up differently. Different
God
regions put the zest in different places.
Accent over the Y.
Satyr.
And I'll
So,
rock over, like release him, and
Rockabye
then
Baby would have been good,
like,
maybe.
push
It's a song I
myself
could
up.
Teach you.
Good night, my
Not-
sweet
That would
Not
have put
now.
me right to sleep.
And I'll
Don't
look
you
to
guys have the
Lionel
dust?
and I'll say
I-
I'm not sure what else to do, but at least
Not
now we
that
can
dust.
get him up and over.
I'm even wondering if we even have to jump from that high up.
Well, I suppose we didn't try.
Can you just throw him into the waterfall? See,
Yeah, I'm
Let's do
gonna
the unconscious guy first.
I'm gonna pick up Surge's body. I'm gonna walk over to the pool,
Maybe like
and I'm just
tie a
gonna
rope
like,
to me.
Oh well, we've got this perfect sized test dummy.
so you're just gonna toss Surge into the puddle.
yeah.
You like couple good pumps, and then just
Pump and plunge.
and an unconscious Surge is just in the puddle a half inch as water just.
Oh god! Then I'm gonna start trying to drag him out. Oh good heavens!
Oh dear heavens! Oh, but you know what this means, you guys? Is that means you have to climb to the top of a cliff and then chunk his unconscious body off. That means
I hope
the
we
solution
don't
to
miss.
the problem is
What if we
definitely
miss? What if we miss?
Kinda just know we're
for
deciding
the
to
bushes.
fate right now.
fucking scorpions when it hits the ground. He fucking scorpions his back just breaks when he hits
Oh.
the ground.
Oh,
The card didn't
aim
kill
for
it.
the
My own
bushes.
friends are.
How did your character die this session?
Hold the
I
real
honestly
Gwen Stacy.
don't want
I
to talk
trusted
about
the
it.
wrong
fuck.
people again.
So yeah, with Ecolai, you guys can climb up very easily. So it's no longer an obstacle, but
Yeah. So we'll climb up, and then I'll ask Lionel. I'll say, would you like to go first and be there for when he makes it through?
No, you guys go ahead. I'm gonna take care of the elk, and then I'll follow you afterwards.
All right, and then I don't think I'm gonna throw his body off. It was tempting, but I'm gonna jump off with him and do my best to. Yeah.
If you put him in the waterfall,
Thank
you
you.
might just follow the waterfall.
Just
Maybe. Maybe.
You're able to jump with Surge in your arms and just. So, Lionel, a quiet comes across this little dwelling or oasis, at least deemed in a magical sense an oasis. But what would you like to do?
I'm gonna tie through the ropes to one of the elk, or to 3 elks. Tie them to a tree so they have I don't know how long we're gonna be in this place, but I want them to be able to move around and eat food or whatever. But I still want them there if we ever return back. But then there's one that's gonna be kind of free. So the one that's gonna be free is gonna be the one that I chose when we bought it. Is gonna be Olkin.
Okay.
I'll pet him on the face. We'll be back soon. I hope. Don't go too far. And I'll kind of leave them be. I'll climb back up with E. coli, and I'll try and convince him to jump first.
Okay. Yeah.
I just want to make sure everybody's in first. Yeah. Uh, 18.
Yeah, you give E. coli a couple pats, and he almost was instinctually waiting for this as you just. And then he just gets real hydrodynamic and just. And then,
Oh God! And I jump in.
all right. As you all check time. All right, cool. Got some time. As you. So. Amazing.
This is the dumbest. It's so dumb.
How, just out of character, how long between when Coben and I went through and everyone else, what was that, 5 minutes?
They had to climb up and down a 150-foot thing, knock the shit out of
Had to have been half an hour at least.
they had to decide that we're gonna beat the shit out of Surge until he's fucking unconscious.
Tie him up.
Scramble with
He
him.
breaks away.
Suffocate. Yeah, he had
We'll
to
say,
choke out.
a solid amount of time. So Sping and Quoben,
Yeah, while we're
You guys-
wrestling him, as he's like, "No, fucking get out of my meat."
you guys find yourselves in a whirling vortex of water as you're being sucked. Almost, it feels like you're being sucked through a pipe, an opening that's the way the pressure's moving. You're just kind of
Are we submerged?
you are submerged right now as you're just. You can feel being shuffled around, almost like you're being sucked through a tube, and then after a solid, what's your guys' constitution?
I got +2.
+1.
+2, +2,
Plus
plus
4.
one. You
Plus
guys
one.
are all good. We're just looking for flat 0. Is the Surge? What's your con, by the way?
Con is
He's
decent.
unconscious.
+2.
That's true. Yeah. So you will begin drowning, but that's okay. We'll get to you.
That's not
in
good.
That
That's
amount of
not
time.
okay.
We did about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Sping and Quoben, you guys are able to hold your breath as per rules. You guys can hold your breath for a minute plus con mod, so it doesn't take that long to get through this. As you and then you shoot out. You don't hit anything. It's more like you guys kind of flop like a wet fish on a similar thing to Quoben as you were feeling this little ground, that half inch of water as you guys hear the sound of rushing water, as now you're in a kind of dark cavern that is leading out to what looks like an ocean, as this is a kind of a little dwelling here, and this waterfall that is around you is moving upwards into the ceiling. but you guys are at the bottom of it. As you guys both kind of plop out.
I fucking get up in my clanky full plate armor, like clank clank.
Coben, are you okay?
Yes, must be the endless stream of visions.
I think you're right. I think we're here.
Or perhaps the world that keeps on giving. I'm a little unsure which portion of the riddle we're at.
You would know better than I. I mean, after all, you're the expert, right?
Alright, is it uniform around us? Is it an endless...
No.
Okay.
I wanted to get that little initial, like...
Yeah.
Hey, as a couple moments go by, as you guys are, like, patting, you're like, oh, we still got everything. Okay, this is kind of strange. You look around, you see a couple hooded figures.
No,
just
I
kind of
think
walking with one with a bucket. You can see it's like a dark gray robes they're wearing. They're covered head to toe. One is close to you, kind of not acknowledging you, but looks at you, and you can see that it's just the eye holes that are visible, and you can see it what looks like a humanoid figure underneath this. As
any markings?
One kind of just takes the bucket upside down and just scoops it from the waterfall that's right next to you guys, and then like looks back at you, but then keeps walking, and then walks about 20 feet over. And there's a large, what looks like tree root, like breaching the stone wall in here, as it then just takes the water and just pours it gently across the root. As there are two others, almost in like a sequence. You guys know, like in StarCraft, when you have like they're mining and they hit the perfect pattern of like,
yeah.
They're almost doing that, was where they're walking in a pattern that's very undisturbed. And,
so like constantly, drenching this root in water.
Mm-hmm.
And you said their faces are covered except for their eyes?
Yeah, but like tiny eye holes, yeah.
I do not like this so far. Is there land, or is it this like endless 1-inch water?
It's a cove here, where,
okay.
And as you guys, that's like the first kind of thing that catches you, and then outside, it's just a vast, flat ocean. As you can see to the horizon outside this initial cove area.
Is it? You said it's dark. Is it like nighttime dark again?
Here it is sunny.
Okay.
And in a portion of the cavern, you see like now about 8 figures. One of them kind of gets up and then starts walking towards you guys.
Does any of this make sense to you yet? It's your sanctuary.
Maybe. I don't know. I've never been here.
Did
the
the
robes?
hoods?
They
No,
don't look
nothing.
familiar. Oh.
Suppose we just be polite then.
Like the robes don't look familiar at all, right?
Make a religion check if you'd like.
I'll make a religion check. Oh, that one is approaching us.
I rolled a 2 for a total of 6.
I also got a 6.
Yeah,
I do not recognize.
That one's coming. Hello there.
Shh, maybe they're scared.
What?
I don't know.
He's coming
Hi.
towards us.
Hi.
Stop
One that's not
frightening
wearing
him.
the robes comes closer, but still wearing a hood. As it gets a little closer, and then undoes the hood, and Sving, you see a tabaxi figure, orange calico, that is Targus Leash, as you hear the soothing voice, familiar voice of, "Hello.
We come in peace.
You made it."
As soon as
Do
I
not
see
be
her,
afraid.
I jump into her arms the same way Scooby-Doo does into Shaggy's right before they run away.
I think you see
Oh,
Coben
it's
pulling
okay,
back
it's
on the
okay.
mace for just a second before he realizes it wasn't an attack lunge like he often does, but it was a hug. And then Coben uncocks. Oh.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm glad you could find us.
Haga, are you okay?
Yes,
What
yes,
happened?
Well, quite the bit has happened since you've left.
I'm gonna ruffle through my things, assuming I have my pack. Pull out first her necklace, her like druidic archdruid thing.
Quoben, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Quoben. My name's Targus Leash.
I've heard so little about you.
Jesus.
Ignoring all that, he's he's so anxious yet ecstatic to be here. Here, I found this, and also this, and I'll pull out an Amaran bill, but it's actually the note that I wrote him.
I found this for you. If you don't pay within 30 days, they're gonna turn off your address power.
Can you help me pay my electricity?
We've
you
been
write
trying
my
to
notes,
reach you
Fing?
about your car's extended
Fing,
warranty.
Do you or someone you know have a glamper?
You
my
may
God,
be
imagine
entitled
push
to
the
financial
wiper off the cliff.
compensation.
Yes, a friend of mine, he's not here, but he helped me craft this letter to you. I found it along with your amulet in the forest near where we were. Do you what?
What?
How did these two same things come to be together? Did you ever get the letter?
I did. Thank you very much for sending it. You know I can't read, though.
I can't read. Let me send a letter because I don't know anything else to people who also can't read.
What a twist.
There's a reason, Sphinganamus, that we have been, passing down our things over our stories and.
A rich oral tradition.
But
You are so right.
take
I don't know why I sent you this letter.
Quoben has both of
okay.
his hands on his face.
But
just like
I did take it to the elves to find. I had to find somebody. I found one of the elf boys. He read it to me, and then I was able to, leave some markings.
So
around certain things it sounds like you found the clues and were able to find me.
yes. What of the amulet though? Why leave it so far away from here?
Intend to. Back to my camp. I don't know what alerted them, but they started tracking me and hunting me down, and well, I didn't have much time to pack up my things and leave, but I figured that could be the case. So I came here, the only place I knew that could be tracked via magical means.
You said an elfin boy helped you read my message. Well, are they still enslaving you?
Well, not me, but some of the others. And then she kind of looks back. As now you see that there are 7 other tabaxi figures, or tabaxi in the cave here. And, well, I've been leaving markings with the tabaxi over time and been telling stories in different ways, hopefully getting in their brains in some sort of way. And it's led to some finding refuge here, but I'm afraid that this is all that we know of that is left. At least those not in cages.
What exactly happened after I was exiled?
Well, this boy from our hunting tribe, Choso, went to the elves over in deep Alabama and started telling great stories about how we are trying to steal their relic and blah blah blah, and telling lies about us and creating a bad reputation for us. And then the Tabaxi started to be seen as enemies, and they started rounding us up.
We're expecting a few more. I'm kind of just looking.
Sphinx, Sting at this point is visibly upset. So you mean to tell me that they just started, instead of allowing us to work for shelter and food, we're just all imprisoned now?
More or less, yes. I'm afraid it's because, Sving, I stumbled upon something that I don't think I was supposed to see. And
was it the endless stream of vision?
No, but much better. You know the relic we've been told stories about.
Yeah.
Time and time again, and we've all kind of worshipped as something that we didn't really know if it existed or not.
Can you assume that we don't all know what you're talking about?
Oh yes, sorry. Quoben isn't.
Yes, hi.
There's an old relic that we called Elesa.
Elesa.
And this, we didn't quite know what sort of damage or help or hurt or what sort of power this thing had, but from the drawings, when I went into the elf village, I did some of my exploring on my own. Curiosity gets the best of me, and I found where they're keeping it, and I was able to escape. But I'm afraid that's why I had to leave my abode so quickly, as then they tracked me back to my house.
Can you describe the relic?
You found
Yes.
the Elesa stone?
Stone?
And they're keeping it, and I know exactly where it is.
Can I do a religion or history check to see if I've ever heard of the Elesa stone?
You can. It's very high DC, but
Can I help?
she didn't. Sure. It goes on to describe it. It is like about yay big, this big.
So do you get advantage if you tell me? I don't know how you'd help me remember history.
Yeah, roll separately, but you can also do this thing.
I'm gonna guide myself. I don't think I know.
No, 7's not gonna cut it. It's about this big, and it's jagged, kind of pointy. in a way.
18.
It's
on
look
one
like
side.
he's just like Mr. Swanning, Mrs. Swan. It's look like a rock.
Yes, it looking like
Mrs. Swan. It's a rock.
kind of pointy, but it's got etchings all over it, and
Well, it
you
sounds
could
very
really do some damage if you shanked them.
like a can of soup.
Not quite. More like a pointy or soup can.
Ah. I know precisely what you mean. Well, so you're saying that you knowing this made the elves clamp down on their hold over the Tabaxi people?
Well, it was not known to even exist. And I think my knowledge about it even existing, and then also them having owned it, or currently owning it, was threatening to them.
So, Coben, real quick,
Yeah.
go ahead and ask your question, but then I'll give you a little...
Okay, would you do the sidebar first?
No, go... You go
so is
ahead.
this stone, sorry, I know, I'm new to this whole Tabaxi religious artifact thing. Is it a Tabaxi artifact, or was it an elven artifact? Did the elves steal a Tabaxi religious artifact from your oral tradition, or do you guys, is it specifically Tabaxin?
So, do you mind, Taga, if I might?
Please.
Anyone, please explain. I'm
So,
trying to catch up.
our ancestors...
They really
came across-
should be coming. I'm missing quite a lot. What is that? I wonder if they're okay.
Coben,
Like the
Coben,
whole
over
group?
here. Yes, I know, but over here. Coben, come on.
It seems important. I'm just worried.
So essentially, our ancestors were a tribe of traveling tabaxis. They left their home, and they came across an artifact that we didn't know was an artifact. We thought it was a rock, a cool rock that we kind of hung out with and strange things started allegedly happening
Okay.
to our ancestors while in possession
I'm sorry.
of this
strange
artifact.
Do you know what strange things, or just mystery,
I mean,
lost to the ages kind of strange things?
There are stories, but as far as I can tell, and Targa, please tell me if I'm wrong, but none of them can be really proven. It's just strange things happening, like
CSA.
I'm
yeah.
a man of faith. I'm not unfamiliar with the leap of faith. I'm just curious what stories were told.
Large beasts showing up in the middle of the night for no reason, way out of the habitat. Large portions of food or water appearing miraculously, for no reason.
So just bountiful things? A bounty?
It drew things to it. It caused strange things to happen that, as far as our ancestors knew, were not natural.
I understand, I think. So then it was lost to the ages.
They carried it for a number of years until the elves of Alabama basically attacked my grandfather, my father. They were all on caravan, and
so this isn't ages ago. This is relatively 3 generations.
We had it for a while. My ancestors had it for quite a while, but
sure.
Yeah, my very recent relatives were attacked.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And enslaved, and the rock was taken from them. Not really sure why the elves of Alabama wanted it, but our people were enslaved, and it seems worse now than it was then, but our rock was stolen.
Well, elves have been known to do quite vicious things. But
he just kind of looks at Coben like...
Half?
Yeah.
Half?
Oh, okay. Half. I'm sorry, the pointy ears always get me.
Well,
he says as he's like just pulling the hair out of his pointy ear.
Well, that is quite unfortunate. So this place is...
Are you hungry?
I'm fine, thank you. Just have some chocolate.
I could eat.
Okay.
Coben's eating nothing but chocolate
Tarek
now
kind
all
of
of a
just
sudden.
goes over and scoops like upside down water from the thing, and then kind of, here you go.
Oh, from his hands. Glad I said I can get my own.
You can lap it up, or I can pour.
I'll lap.
Okay. And as you do, it has like the effects of a good berry, except it replenishes you.
Coben just starts looking back towards the waterfall as he's lapping out of his friend's hands. Coben's looking back, just really hoping somebody shows up soon, so it's not just him and these cats.
And a couple minutes go by, and then just an unconscious Surge and Dora, Lionel,
unconscious, tied up, blindfolded, ears plugged, and everything.
Blood coming out of his face.
Oh, were you attacked, Dora? Where's Lionel? Where is he?
I crawl from under
He should be
Eagle
right
Eye.
behind me.
Eagle Eye landed on me.
Coben rushes over. Lionel, are you okay?
Yes, sir.
He brushes you off a little bit.
Targa, of course.
Lionel,
you know Eagle Eye.
Oh, yes.
This is Lionel.
Pleasure.
This is Surge. He's taking a nap, apparently. Oh, God, Surge, what happened?
Agoraphobia happened.
Nope.
Anyway,
yeah.
and this is Dora. He is a relatively new friend of ours.
Greetings, everyone. And this is, well, the Cave of Tomorrow.
Lionel, you've missed quite a bit. I've missed your note-taking in your absence.
Did you take notes, sir?
I haven't taken notes in years, so I didn't even cross my mind.
Makes sense.
I'll reiterate what I remember.
Yeah. as you guys all get caught up.
Basically, elves took,
He just goes.
No,
Super
Yeah.
embellished.
elves
Like-
took their religious stone, which is can-shaped but pointier, and 2 generations back from a String's relative, and they then enslaved them, and then this one over here saw it, and then chased them all out, and pretty much that's what happened, it seems, and now they're down here, or in jail, I believe.
Is it
something-
Lionel, is slavery?
Right. Yes, and I believe there was something else I've missed, but...
Is there a way to get back?
Oh, interesting.
yes, you swim up the waterfall.
I have no
Okay.
follow-up questions. I feel like that makes sense.
But when you leave, it'll always be the tomorrow from which you came.
The tomorrow from which you came.
Oh, so no matter how long we're here, it will always be a day later from where we came from.
Yep.
Oh,
So is
that's
now
perfect.
a day later from when we came?
No, not yet.
Wait,
It will be.
It will be.
it will be a day later?
When we get back, it'll be a day later from when
From-
we came.
From now? From
I think what he's saying is we can spend years here, and upon leaving, it will just be tomorrow.
Is that what he's saying? I didn't...
Yes, that's what he's saying.
Correct.
Oh. How long have you been here?
I don't know.
Have you aged down here?
One day.
Yes,
He's
but
been here for one
Yeah,
day.
it's been.
strange stuff.
Yeah, it's been one day since I came to here. Well, I can honestly say I have more questions now than I had before. What's the armor of lies?
Oh, the bark.
The bark? That's what I said, the bark. Wait, we didn't even use the bark.
Well, good job.
Lies.
I knew it.
So,
Well, mystery solved.
Haga, do you have anything else to eat down here?
Or
is it-
I've been trying to stay down here and just replenishing myself via the stream.
I would like to try Fleekmet again. I would like to summon my bow, see if it works.
It works down here. And now that you guys are all down here, you all get the benefit of a long rest, and your madness is gone.
Yay!
Oh, shit.
Perfect.
Okay. Wow.
Do I get the
Untimely,
benefit of
what
switching
the
my spells?
Fuck.
You could change your spells down here. Sure. Not right now, but you guys.
So, like,
yeah,
in 6 minutes, can I take another long rest? Like, is it just a constant thing that's we're constantly long rested down here?
In a way, time moves differently here than it does on the material plane. But basically, for things like changing spells, you can kind of do it at will down here. You'd still need. Technically, you can only long rest every 24 hours, like once. So
Okay.
there's
okay.
still like a penalty. You can't just like, nap or whatever and then just. But,
Okay.
Upon entering it, you guys feel pretty good, and then Serge is still unconscious. But yeah,
So
After the long rest?
yeah, it's sure. You know what? You're up.
Okay.
You
No,
got
I-
this.
it's-
just
I-
now with everyone, it makes sense.
I think it's more fun to be unconscious and just
All right.
sitting there.